The two-time defending champ UC Irvine isn't here this year, so a new NC men's volleyball champion will be crowned in 2014. The semifinal round up next on NCAA.com. Greetings and welcome inside Gentile Arena on the campus of Loyola University, Chicago, for semifinal number 1 this evening of 2 matches here in the NC Men's Volleyball Championship. Well, welcome inside the Gentile Center here on campus of Loyola, the number 1 seed and host here for the tournament, the very first time Loyola has ever hosted the tournament. I'm Kyle Biner. Thanks for joining us here on NCAA.com. Well, this first matchup, a semifinal matchup, it's really deja vu for these two teams, BYU and Stanford, a rematch of the MPSF championship match just about a week ago, and two teams that have met 3 times already this season. So this is the 4th meeting, and Stanford is looking for its first win over the Cougars this year. But let's talk about how these teams made it here very quickly. We'll take a look also at kind of the bracket and an expanded bracket this year with 2 play-in games that occurred on Tuesday. That's how Stanford got here to the semifinal round. They beat Erskine in 3 sets, and they are facing off with BYU here in just a few moments. The 1 seed Loyola also awaited an opponent, and it was Penn State knocking off Lewis in the play-in game as the 5 seed to get into the semifinal match. Like I said, that one will be coming up next. Those 2 teams met as well earlier this season once. And the national championship match on Saturday, that is an 8 o'clock first serve Eastern time. That will be on ESPNU. So these 2 teams, like I mentioned, very familiar with each other, and both teams traveling very well and both coming from the West Coast. In fact, it was Stanford coming straight from Provo earlier this week. They haven't been home since the 22nd. They just stayed on the road after the MPFS championship match where they lost in 3 straight sets. But Stanford coming into this one overall with a pretty good season, and under their head coach, John Costi, in his 8th season, he has a 144-90 mark here at Stanford, but he's been at the school for a very long time. It's his 24th year on staff at Stanford and has really put his team in a good position back here in the tournament. 2010 was the last time Stanford was in the tournament, and that was also their last national championship. They have 2 titles, one in 2010 and one back in 1997. This year on the season, a 22-8 record, a 17-7 MPSF record. So pretty good season. Made it to the national or the conference championship match under, there you go, John Costi, the head coach in his 8th season, but lost, like I mentioned. What a turnaround he has been able to do at Stanford. In 2007, his first year, they were 3-25, and like I mentioned, in 2010, they won the national championship. So basically, one class from freshman to senior year really turned around the entire program. Last year, 15-13 on the season, so a big turnaround this year to get back to the semifinal round here in the NCAA tournament. For the BYU Cougars, it is the 2nd straight year this team is in the semifinals, and the 2nd time in a row the team won the MPSF regular season and tournament championship. Like I mentioned, they defeated Stanford 3-0 about a week ago. Under head coach Chris McGowan in his 3rd season, he has a record of 71-20. He is a graduate of BYU, 1994 played for the team. I guess I should also note that Stanford's coach John Costi is the only of the 4 teams here at the semifinal round that didn't attend the school that he is coaching. The 2013 runner-up, the Cougars, looking to get back to the championship match once again. They have 3 national titles, 2 runner-up. Like I said, last year was one of those, and it's the 10-year anniversary of the last championship, which was back in 2004. So trying to get back to the national championship tournament this year. Last year they lost to the Anteaters of UC Irvine. And like I mentioned in the open, UC Irvine not in the tournament, so we will have a new tournament champion this year, as we have 2 MPSF squads squaring off in this one. And you're talking about the BYU Cougars, you have to mention Taylor Sander, the ABCA National Player of the Year. Number 15 has been a stalwart here for the Cougars, the senior from Huntington Beach, California. just putting up great numbers, going to go down as one of the best players in BYU history. As Coach McGowan said, he hasn't coached anybody like him. For Stanford, a guy that we're going to be calling his name a lot is Brian Cook. Really the only senior that sees a lot of playing time for the Cardinal, the Santa Cruz native. First team All-American. Keep an eye out on him, but obviously when you get to this level, both teams are very deep, so those guys are just the tip of the iceberg for their squads. Plenty of support both ways. We are at Loyola University in Chicago. Loyola getting the 1 seed and hosting duties just by chance. They had it scheduled and they made it a goal to host, and they have, and they'll be watching this one with much interest. If they win in the second match, they will play the winner of this one. But first things first, these two teams going at it for the 4th time this season. So BYU won 3-0 in the most recent meeting, won 3-2 in their second meeting, and in the first meeting of the year, it was also another victory for BYU, a 3-1 win for the Cougars. Stanford had won 13 straight before that MPSF final. That was the longest streak for the Cardinals since '97. And like I mentioned earlier, that is when they won their first title. So hoping that might be some good luck as we get our lineup squared away here. Official and down official checking things as we are set to go here. The National Championship semifinals, we're expecting a sellout crowd here at the Gentile Arena. Expect to fill it up even more closer to when Loyola will play. Obviously, being here at home, expect the Ramblers to show a strong presence and also some students as well. As we are all set to go here in semifinal 1, BYU and Stanford for the 4th time this year, and Taylor Sander, National Player of the Year, will start things off for the Cougars. We are finally settling in here as the up official finally gets a signal to get going. Shaw up to the right side, and the first point goes to Eric Michalski on the kill, and the Cardinal on the board first. So Eric Michalski, the senior, basically him and Brian Cook, those two guys, the main seniors for this squad that see a lot of playing time, and boy are they effective. As Michalski steps back to serve, and he serves it into the net. You're all tied up at 1 early on. Michalski, his first year as a middle, was an outside player and just made the transition this year and made it pretty well. As he sets it up, able to put it down. A free ball over for the Cardinal. Shaw, left side attack. And there's Michalski, like I mentioned, coming from the outside now with extra force, 2.25 kills per set this season. And Brian Cook back to serve, the other senior starter. Sutton with the set. Cougars can't put it down. That one, a little bit of confusion. They were going to give it to originally, but it's all knotted up for a moment, and then they'll give it to Stanford. The up and down official signaled different ways to begin, and Stanford with the point, up 3-1. Attack coming from the left side. Josue Rivera puts it down. And the 3-2 Cougars get the serve back with Tim Daubert, a true freshman from Germany. James Shaw with the setup, left side attack from Stephen Irwin is good for a point. Irvin, the redshirt freshman from Avon Lake, Ohio, so about as close as you're going to get to home here for a championship match. Excellent kill at the net by Irvin. The Cardinal jump out to a 5-2 lead here early on in this first national semifinal match. Cardinal has won 11 of the last 12 games. Only lost to BYU in that MPSF's championship match. As the Cardinal now up 4 early on. Just the start John Costi needed from his team. Right side, double block up front by the Cardinal. Cougars try it again, and this time a nice put in the corner there from Josue Rivera's second kill of the evening. Rivera back to serve. San Juan, Puerto Rico native. The nice highlighter green shoes on. Notice wherever he is, and there's a dig, but he can't handle it. Cardinal with another point. Mahalski on the kill. Mahalski's dad won a national title at UCLA, so he's got the volleyball pedigree. Now he's trying to get one of his own. Comes a set from Sutton. Rivera with a simple touch over, but dealt with, and here come the Cardinal on the attack. A nice pancake coming from Reyes. And the Cardinal will get the point. The attack error. So 8-3 early lead here for the Cardinal, and a timeout is called by Chris McGowan. As the Cardinal faithful getting up and showing their affection for their team and this start. An 8-3 start so far is just what they needed, especially against a team that they have seen so often. Maybe that game on Tuesday helped them get in a little bit of a rhythm getting out here, and like I mentioned, not being at home since April 22nd before the MPSF tournament. So getting that first match under their belt might have helped them get in a little bit of a groove, but a pretty goofy and laid-back group of guys, and they have come out pretty strong. And they did not come out very strong at the beginning of the season, though. A 6-7 slow start out of the gate for the Cardinal, and like I mentioned, they closed the season very strong, 11-12 down the stretch. We'll see what Coach Chris McGowan will draw up here out of the timeout, or at least talk about in the timeouts, maybe settle his guys down. Pretty passionate coaches, Coach McGowan, but been pretty quiet so far. Not much to cheer about, but a long set and a long match. Been in this situation before. Early on, Stanford 6 kills, no errors. BYU right now, out of the gate 2 kills, but 2 errors. Sutton with a high touch up to Sander. Taylor Sander puts it down right out of the timeout. Cuts the lead to just 4. Now back to serve is Devin Young, one of the 2 middles, along with Michael Hatch, defensively excellent. Second on the team in service aces. And Shaw sets it up, and an easy touch over for Stephen Irvin. Second team All-American puts it down, and the Cardinal back up by 5 as he steps back to serve. His dad also played at UCLA, won 2 titles. His uncle won 3. at separate times and also at separate times than Mahalski's dad. Part of those almost 20 national championships for the Bruins. That one blocked but out of bounds. Tim Daubert on the attack there. Like I mentioned earlier, a true freshman from Germany. Interesting story about how he got to BYU. Sent his tape over, and the coaches liked it, and they needed to fill a space left by Ben Patch, leaving on his mission, and so they needed another big body. And he sent his tape over, the 6'10 freshman now at BYU. Speaks pretty good English, I hear, and it helps that he rooms with Kirill Meritov, who is from Bulgaria, so two guys still getting used to the American language, settling in America. As the Cougars cut it to a 4-point deficit now. Sander back to serve again. Leads the team with 4.5 kills per set, but has a service error there. 49 aces on the season, but the service error gives the point to Stanford and the serve back, and that's James Shaw stepping back. Very versatile setter for the Cardinal at 6'8". Can get up and attack at the net and block at the net as well. Hatch comes back the other way for the Cougars to nail one down. Shaw, a quick set in the middle to Spencer Haley, and he puts it down. Played in 17 matches last year, did Haley, before falling to injury the rest of the year. And this year started 5 of the first 6 in the season. And then Denny Falls took over in the middle, and then he injured his ankle. And so Spencer Haley back at it. Has been the starter back since March 10th. Over the triple block. Excellent placement there by Irvin. He is having himself one good first set here in the semifinal round. Service error, though, on the serve from Brian Cook, and the Cougars will get the serve back. Going to get a little bit of a run here. Led 1-0, but Cougars have been trailing ever since. Left side attack. Irvin gets it to go. Spencer Haley to serve. Quick set. Devin Young finishes that one off. Devin Young for Cougars. Josue Rivera to serve. Josue Rivera back to serve again. Well-balanced offensive attack for the Cougars. 5 players with 2+ kills per set average. Coach McGowan said he really likes how balanced they are and how it's very difficult for teams to key in on just a couple guys. Thinks it's very tough to defend, and obviously getting to this round, it has been tough to defend, especially for the Cardinal this year. But right now, Stanford up 6 now, 5 after the service error. Stanford efficient so far. 12 kills, no errors, hitting .857. BYU 6 kills, 2 errors. 308 right now. That one is off the block. The Cougars can't save it. Cardinal back up 6. Irvin back to serve. 34 aces on the year, leads the Cardinal. That one can't quite get over the net though. Pretty aggressive serving team in general. Stanford. Gotta take the good and the bad with that. Kind of living on the edge when you're an aggressive team like them. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't work out. Worked out well enough this year as that one falls out of bounds, and the Cardinal back up 6. Coming into the match for the first time, Scott Sakaida, a senior from Honolulu, Hawaii. Outside attack from Sander, dug out, and the Cardinal back over. Sander not denied a second time as he puts it down. Number 1 in career kills at BYU, coming in at 1,700 in the rally scoring era. As he steps back to serve, also number 1 all time in career service aces. Cougars could really use one right here. Left side, double block at the net. Like I said earlier, James Shaw, the setter, can get up at the net and attack and play defense and block as well. Second on the team with 75 blocks coming in. Sutton left side. Josue Rivera will get the kill. Good effort from the Cardinal back line, and Stephen Irvin laying out, but the Cougars will get the point. Back down by 5 again. They've been playing behind the entire first set. Led 1-0. They've been battling back ever since, but the Cardinal will not allow them to get within breathing distance. As Stephen Irvin with another kill. Shaw, an excellent back pass, and the fist bump. Right side attack, flex through the block there. The Cardinal control it. Now the Cougars a left-handed touch over, excellent placement, and they keep it up, but it's gonna go out of bounds. Sander thought it was a lift from the beginning, calling for it, but he had a nice touch over with the left hand. Good effort by the Cardinal, once again laying out. Got it back over the net, but didn't fall in bounds. Dauber back to serve again for the Cougars, looking to get on a roll here, running out of points to get back into this first set. Shaw, high pass. The opposite side of the net, using all 30 feet. Off the block and out of bounds, so Cardinal, the 20-point mark first. Here Irvin, Mahalski, Cook, their names a lot. They all played the FIVB Junior World Championships in Brazil in August. They've got more chemistry than just their collegiate team as well, playing year-round together basically. Certainly helps that chemistry. Violation will be called there on the Cougars. Coach McGowan arguing the call. Some players into the net and under the net. They have the double block set up, and visibly Coach McGowan not happy. He's going to call timeout. We'll call timeout and we'll step aside for just a moment. We'll see if the Cougars can put a comeback rally together here in the first set. Welcome back. Chicago, Illinois, inside Gentile Arena on the campus of Loyola University. We're in the first set of our first semifinal match of the evening, Stanford and BYU. And right now the Cardinal up 21-14, and also with the serve coming out of yet another BYU timeout here in this first set. This Cardinal team back in the tournament for the first time since 2010, the last time the Cardinal won the national championship, and a group of 5 seniors. They were all seniors in high school, some of them around the Stanford campus when that tournament happened, because Stanford hosted when they won. So a lot of these guys were able to actually watch that team win. So with that in mind, their senior year has been all about getting to the national championship match. Right now, starting off very well in the first set, as the Cougars have the serve back, and that one goes long from Rivera. It's 3 points away. Mahalski serves it over. Cougars go left side to the trustworthy Sander, and he gets the point. Block up front by the Cougars. Once again through the block. And now Sander offensively gets the kill. Cougars with a couple points in a row. Back to a 5-point deficit. Trying to battle back here in the first set. And playing catch up the entire first here as that one skips off the net. And Shaw with the sneak over. Shaw started last year as a true freshman, now in his sophomore season. The game has really slowed down for him, and he's been able to excel even more than he did last year. Just kind of getting used to the college volleyball game a year ago. Nice dig from the back comes, and that one's sent into the net by Stephen Irvin. See if the Cougars can put a run together here. Running out of points to do so. Sutton sends it over. Right side attack off the solo block attempt from Taylor Sander, and the Cardinal at set point here to open things up in the semifinal round. Conrad Kaminsky, the sophomore from pretty nearby Wisconsin, New Berlin, Wisconsin. Some family here in attendance. Attack from Reyes dealt with off the block. Now right side goes to Eric Mahalski to finish the first set. So the Cardinal come out firing on all cylinders, taking the first set 25-18 over the Cougars. We'll come back right after this for set number 2. Stanford dominates set number 1, taking it 25-18. Go up 1-0 over the BYU Cougars. We'll take a look at some of the highlights in that first set of action. Like I mentioned, Stanford dominating it. Hitting 679, 20 kills, only 1 error, led by Eric Mahalski with 9. Stephen Irvin with 8. Brian Cook, the average leader on the season, only had 1 kill, so that tells you how deep this team is across the board. 17 assists for James Shaw, setting up the offense well over his near 11 assists per set average. For BYU, 12 kills, 3 errors, 12 assists for Robbie Sutton. 2 blocks for the Cardinal, none for BYU. We're set for set number 2. See if the Cougars respond here to even things up in set number 2 as the crowd continues to grow here at Loyola University. Kaminsky back to serve to start things off for the Cardinal. 2014 MPSF Coach of the Year, John Costi, has to be pretty pleased with his team after the first set. And a good start here for set number 2. They're going to call the Cardinal over the net. They were all huddling up. But they had gotten the point. And the up official, after a brief discussion with some of the Stanford players, sticks with his decision, and BYU with the first point instead. Sander to serve. He led the way for BYU with 5 kills in that first set. Full-on wall block up front by the Cougars. Hatch and Young, 2 guys who have been there all year, but Tim Daubert also there. And starting off, a 2-0 run right out of the gate. And we'll start with a service ace. The down official whistling and signaling to the up official. That did hit the ground. They did not dig it out. So Sander, the first service ace of the match for him. Number 5 in the country in service ace per set. Sneak over there by Shaw. That stops the 3-0 BYU run. James Shaw back to serve once again. His father, the legendary coach, Don Shaw, coached the Stanford women's program for 16 years, 4 titles in 7 years as the men's coach before handing it over to Coach Costi. As the Cardinal responds with 2 straight points. And Shaw with the service ace. As I said, he can do it all. Second team All-American. Sister also plays volleyball. She plays for St. Mary's. Many volleyball players just keep it in the family. You've been around it your entire life. That time, though, Shaw hits it into the net. The service error. Some Cougar fans. Shaw sets it up. Macro attack coming from Irvin, and he puts it down. Nobody on this Cardinal roster has ever made it this far. National championship tournament. Now to a 1-0 lead here. First semifinal match. The Cougars back up 2. Tim Daubert to serve. An overpass, but Shaw saves it back. Austin couldn't put it down. And Cougars on the attack. Off the block. James Shaw not happy with the call, but the Cougars clearly put it off the block. Now with a 3-point lead. Sutton able to save it. Once again, Coach McGowan not happy there wasn't a call made as he was going in the net right underneath the up official on the Cardinal. We'll call a timeout here as the Cougars have jumped out to a 7-3 lead in the second set, playing much better than they did in the first set. We'll step aside for just a moment and come back with the rest of the second set. Lost. BYU comes out in set number 2. Pretty aggressive, up 7-3 so far, which prompted a timeout from that man, John Costi, on the Cardinal bench. The Cougars back with a serve again, looking to extend this early lead. Nice dig out of the back there by Delgado. The Cardinal can't get it back over successfully. Cougars up 8-3 early on here in the second set. Daubert back to serve again. Digs it out. Shaw over to the right side. Mahalsi can't get it past the double block. The Cougars right now on a tear, up 9-3. Tools the block, but kept alive by the Cougars. Up 10-3 now. A lot of emotion coming from that man, Taylor Sander, and the rest of the group. No blocks in that first set of play. And already a couple here in the second set. The number 3 team in the nation at blocks per set behind Pacific and Ball State at almost 3 a set. Stanford stops the bleeding, at least momentarily. Haley sends it over. Sutton with a quick set and a double block up front. As Conrad Kaminsky also flexes his arms and throws them up, trying to get the Stanford Cardinal fan section on their feet, and that will prompt a quick timeout from head coach Chris McGowan of BYU. A couple points in a row for the Cardinal, cutting it just a 5-point deficit now. Coach McGowan had to be pretty happy with the first start here in this second set of action, jumping out to that 10-3 lead. And Coach McGowan has some pretty good company over there on the sideline. His dad, Carl McGowan, a volunteer assistant. He won 2 titles in his 13 years as the head coach at BYU. Head coach now, Chris McGowan, is really just in the civilian world, working as an engineer with companies like IBM, Boeing, GE, and some others, and ended up getting into coaching. Really wasn't thinking about getting into coaching, but after talking with his dad, kind of watching the passion that he had for his job at BYU, started getting into coaching and got into some broadcasting. And then the head coaching position just a few years ago came up. Now he has this team, the second year in a row, back in the tournament, back in the semifinals, and looking to get back to the championship once again, where they lost last year to UC Irvine. As we come out of the timeout, Cardinal looking for 3 straight points. Haley send it over again. Sutton goes right side. Daubert with the kill. Bear back to serve. Shaw, the pass back to Brian Cook, and he hammers it home. Only that 1 kill in the first set of action. That is his second of the evening, a guy that leads the team with 3.8 kills per set. Left side, Sander, an excellent hit, but the Cardinal chase it down. We'll try it again on the left side. Sander gets it through the block this time. Cougars back up 6. Second time on the rally back and forth. Sander got it this time. He got it through the block. Service error from the Cougars. Get the serve back. Stephen Berkeley to serve. Best server for the Cardinal, barely even gets it to the net. Visibly upset with that, as it basically hit James Shaw in the back of the head as it barely glanced the bottom of the net. Second service error of the evening for him as the Cougars get the serve back. Sutton sends it over. Left side attack for Sutton. The double block up front. It falls in. So Sean Kaminsky up front on the double block at the net. Gets it to fall inbounds. Kaminsky now back to serve. All-American honorable mention. Sends it over. Sutton goes left side and a solo block. This time from James Shaw. Second on the team in blocks coming in to this match. Just part of a double block last point and a solo there. He is certainly pumped up. Rightfully so, as they crawl back within 4 now of the Cougars. That one falls in for the service ace. Kaminsky once again. The vocal presence out there showing his emotion. Trying to pump everybody up, including Stanford faithful. They were sitting right across from the bench. That one will push too far though, out of bounds, and the Cougars back up by 4. Kaminsky heads back to the bench, but a service ace. And block assist up there at the net. Some good action this time out on the court. Sander on the attack, goes off the block and out of bounds. So 2 straight here for the Cougars after the Cardinal made a nice little run. Sander steps back to serve once again. Pretty much Mr. Everything. One of his best traits, best skills is serving. The Cardinal handle, but it goes out of bounds on the attack. So 3 straight back for the Cougars with a 6-point separation. And Coach Costi will call a timeout on the Stanford bench. So the Cougars rally back to push to a 6-point lead. We'll step aside for a moment and come right back on NCAA.com. Second set of semifinal number 1, BYU and Stanford. Right now the Cougars controlling a 16-10 lead on a 3-point spurt. But the Cardinal up 1-0 so far in the match. And out of the timeout, Sander will serve it over. Shaw the sneak over with the left hand, but kept alive by the Cougars. Shaw will try it again, blocked up front. Rivera tried to kill it himself as well. The Cardinal able to control it and get the point to stop the bleeding. Ryan Cook has had a pretty quiet evening so far, only his 3rd kill. And he's 1 error on 7 attempts. Shaw hits it right into the net and exclaims no. He knew from the second he touched it, it wasn't getting over the net. Coach Costi said the big difference between the 3 losses and hoping to get a win for the 4th match against BYU. He said the biggest difference is hoping that they can pass and serve better. Those were basically the main keys. And Sander destroys that one to the ground. Cougars get the serve back, up 18-12. Sander, almost a double-figure kills. The last one was his 9th. Dauber unable to handle that attack attempt, and the Cardinal get a point back. Needing to make a run, chip away at his BYU lead. So Joseph Grosh comes in to serve, the freshman, for the first time today. So Daniel Tublin comes into the front line. As the serve goes out of bounds, and substitutions as came in to serve and had the service error and heads back to the bench. That's Joseph Grosh. Harris sends it over. Here comes Shaw. The pass to Cook, and he hammers it home. A couple kills here later on in this second set for Brian Cook. He actually played for assistant coach Ken Shibuya's club team. And that helped in recruiting him and getting him here to Stanford. And in his senior season, trying to get to the national championship. First team All-American is the Cardinal. Back within 4. Michalski back to serve. Even with 32 aces on the season. Doesn't get the ace there, but Cardinal keeping it alive. Shaw, back pass, Michalski into the block. We'll try it again. Michalski tooling the block that time, but Rivera in the back row keeping it alive. Longest rally back and forth we have seen, and it ends. And a double block up front. Devin Young and Robbie Sutton keeping it in off the block right along the sideline. Cougars go back up 5. Stop the momentary Cardinal push. Left side swing. Dug out. Sander will set it up on the bump. And that one goes well out of bounds from Tim Taubert. Irvin back to serve now. Two service errors today. Will not be a good time for another. An ace would do them just fine. Left side attack. And there's Sander. He's a double-figure kills. Into a 5-point lead for BYU. Kaminsky on the attack from the quick set from James Shaw. Sakaida comes into the game now to serve. One of the seniors on the Stanford team looking to bring back a national championship out west. Sakaida with an excellent effort, but had real no chance of getting that ball back in play as the Cougars creeping closer to winning this second set, already trailing 1-0, so looking to even things up as Sanders steps back to serve once again. All-time leader in service aces at BYU, will go down as one of the best players in program history, the best player Coach McGowan has ever coached, he said. Sanders with the service ace. You see how dangerous he can be back there. Sutton does an excellent job of digging that one out. Say Stanford was in the net. So the Cougars now to set point here in the second. Looking to even this thing up at 1 set apiece. 25-18 was the score of the first set. So basically flipping the script here. See if the Cardinal and get a push here to close things out, or if the Cougars will have the double hit there. They'll not get the point, but we'll see if they can close things out to even things up.
James Shaw to serve.
There's James Shaw. Step back to serve. The Cougars holding set point here in the second frame. Fourth time these teams have played each other this year, so very familiar. An overpass there from Robbie Sutton, looking for the right side attack from Tim Daubert. Daubert just tried to get it over because of the poor pass. And the Cougars will take a timeout as Stanford trying to get a late push here. Now down by just 5 as Coach McGowan will take a timeout. Once again, we are inside the Gentile Arena on the campus of Loyola University. The NC Men's Volleyball Championship, the semifinal round, the first match of 2 this evening. Coming up after this one on NCAA.com. The number 1 seed Loyola playing the 5 seed Penn State after Penn State defeated Lewis in the play-in game. The tournament expanding just a little bit this season. 2 teams representing the MPSF, the 2 teams that were in the tournament championship, and a EIVA team in Penn State facing the number 1 seed, the MIVA team, Loyola. Ramblers lost last year in their first tournament appearance and had their eyes on getting to the championship this year and getting to the tournament because they knew they were hosting. We'll see them here in just a little bit. First, we'll see who will win this first semifinal. Right now, it looks like BYU tie things up here, 1 set apiece. Well, the Cardinal with a couple points in a row. And James Shaw back to serve. Trying to get a comeback to push this to some extra points. Not an easy task, though. Sutton left side. Rivera hits it out of bounds. BYU fans have quieted down here a little bit. They're standing up for this set point. We've seen 4 straight from the Cardinal. Shaw hits it off the top of the net. Double block up front, able to keep it alive. Irvin with the kill. Improbable, but not impossible to come back this late against a good team in BYU. As the Cardinal now within 3. Shaw on the serve again, another good serve. Sutton up to Sander. They keep it alive, though, to the Stanford Cardinal. But Delgado not able to handle that. Fittingly enough, Sander ends the second set 25-22. The Cougars knot things up here at 1 set apiece. In the first semifinal match, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back. Third set coming up next on NCAA.com. BYU responds in the second set to knot this match up at 1 apiece. As the Cougars were pretty good at the net. There's the triple block there. 3 block assists for Rivera, 3 for Sutton, and 3 for Devin Young so far in this match. In that second set, they had all their blocks. They didn't have any in the first sets. They're much better at the net and offensively. Pretty good as well, and they're led by Taylor Sander, 12 kills so far in this match. And the best in the country at the net and attacking is Taylor Sander. That was Michael Hatch. And there's Sander again. to end off that second set, although Cardinal made a pretty good push there towards the end to make it a little bit closer than what the entire set felt like. Came away with a 25-22 win with that final kill from Sander. Number 2 in the country in kills percent. Has 12 after the first 2 sets here. As they switch sides and get ready for set number 3. Steve Irvin and Eric Mahalski, each with 10 kills apiece for Stanford, leading their offense. Irvin hitting .467, Mahalski .471. As a team hitting .404, BYU offensively not as efficient, hitting .280. 50 attempts, 23 kills, 9 errors. Underway here in the third set. And will fall out of bounds. Stanford with the first point of this third set. A 15-13 season a year ago. Cardinal back in the tournament for the first time since 2010. Stanford won it all. Point will go to the Cougars. Attempt at a pancake there to keep it off the ground by the Cardinal, but down official signaling that it hit the ground. They're all square, one apiece. Michael Hatch serves it over. Shaw sets it up. Point to the Cougars. Cardinal over the net on the attack. This time it's a clean attack and Haley puts it down. Shaw with another assist. 24 on the evening for him. It's Devin Young on the attack. BYU takes the early 3-2 lead. Goes into the net. Score at 3. Sutton sets it back to Sander. Not much of a chance of stopping that. Rivera back to serve the junior, Puerto Rico. An overpass, and that one is dealt with very swiftly by Devin Young. Pennsylvania native and senior. Able to get the kill as the Cougars go up 5-3. Devin Young already married, and speaking of that, 4 other BYU Cougars will be getting married here in about the next month or so. So this is an important date for them, but for a few of them, they've got some extra wedding planning to do after this, but hoping it involves celebrating a championship win as well. Trying to get back to the championship match where they were a year ago, but trying to win this time. Shaw keeps it up amazingly without a double hit or anything. The 6'8" frame got underneath it. Cardinal able to put it away for the kill. Irvin, another kill for the Cardinal. Cougars swing back the other way and get another point. Back up 2. Serve is Devin Young. Started in 2008, went on his mission in 2011 to this season. And to cap off his senior season with a championship. And Sander, yet again, for the Cougars. And the offensive attack now a 3-point lead for BYU. Five players averaging 2+ kills per set for the Cougars, but Taylor Sander is always the guy you have to watch out for because you know they will go to him. And obviously, most of the time, it's hard to stop. So he's the #1 target for all teams, and he's still second best in the country, 4.5 kills per set. Solo block on the left side from Brian Cook. Plays off the roof. The Cougars will try to attack. Sander. Put it down. Brian Cook tried to get a hand underneath it. It was unsuccessful in doing so. Cougars back up 3. Robbie Sutton back to serve, filling in for Tyler Heap. Heap rolled his ankle against UCLA late in the season and been in a boot and tried to come back for this, but not healthy enough to go. Sutton has replaced him, averaging just over 7 assists per set. Not as good of numbers as the man he took over for, and Heap, who had just over 10.5 assists per set, but Coach McGowan's still very happy and impressed with how Sutton has been able to come in late in the season and pretty much have a seamless transition, the chemistry out on the court. He says he mixes all players in practice, doesn't go 1 versus 2, so that helps that you're playing with starters in practice and bench players. Make that seamless transition. Right now the Cougars up 3. The last kill, and Sander back to serve again. The Huntington Beach, California native. Double block up front. Lee Hatch got most of that one. Covered up front as well, though. And the Cardinal now trailing by 4. Will call a timeout. We'll step aside as well for a moment. The rest of this third set on the other side of this break on NCAA.com. BYU keeps the mojo going, up 10-6 here in the third set after winning the second set. Stanford dominated set number 1, but ever since it's been BYU setting the pace and the Cardinal trying to keep up. And Stanford serves just out of bounds. Cardinal back within 3. Now James Shaw back to serve. Opening up here in this third set, BYU 14 attempts, 7 kills, only 1 error. So far the best frame for them offensively. A long way to go though here in this third set. Stanford on the other hand, 3 kills, 3 errors, 12 attempts. Right side attack hammered home. A heater from Brian Cook. That's his 5th kill. Irvin Mahalski still leading the way for the Cardinal with 11 apiece. Now 8-11. Stanford looking at the score and trying to draw their way back here. serves it. Sutton, cross-court set, going pin to pin. Finished off by Josue Rivera.
Take time to serve.
Solo block up front. Devin Young. Wasn't so much the offense in that second set for the Cougars, but rather the defense. That really helped them gain control. 11 kills, but 6 errors, hitting 200 in that second set. So it certainly wasn't all offense to help them win that second set. No blocks in that first set, but plenty in the second set for the Cougars. That's what helped them kind of get back into it. Long rally back and forth, free ball over. See if the Cardinal can take advantage. Shaw, right side, Michalski's attack dugout. Rivera. Cook will not be denied. Cook now with a couple kills in this set. That's now 6 for the evening. Leads the team, 3.8 kills per set. Sister is a setter on the women's team at Stanford. That one off the block. Josue Rivera gets the kill. He's got now a couple in the last few points. Michalski couldn't handle the solo block. Instead of Ole, the BYU bench saying Josue like the soccer chant as he steps back to serve after his kill. And the service ace, Josue Rivera. Cougars starting to open up a lead here, up 6 now. Largest of this third set. Rivera again, this time dealt with. Shaw, a little give and go action there with Irvin. And the Cardinal able to get the point. Michalski off the ribbon, kept alive in the back row. Reyes. Two players run into each other, and that caused Stephen Irvin to go flying underneath the net. Michalski coming from that back row, ran into him and shoved him underneath the net. A 6-point lead for the Cougars, and that prompts a timeout from John Costi on the Cardinal bench. 6-point lead has opened up. We'll see if Stanford can make another comeback run here in the third set. We are all tied 1 set apiece here in this first semifinal match. Stanford down 16-10, 5 attack errors already here in the third set of action. And most recently before the timeout, this play, Michalski setting it up, and 2 players running into each other. You can see Cook trying to pull back Stephen Irvin from underneath the net, but he wasn't sneaking that one by any of the officials. Clearly under the net. And now the Cougars looking to go up 7. An overpass. Shaw, excellent play to block Sanders' attempt right away. Off the block. And the Cardinal, Stephen Irvin, get the point.
Stephen Irvin to serve.
Step back to serve as well. 17 All-American, the ace leader for this team. They could use one from him right now. Down just 5, but have been playing catch-up ever since the second set started, and there you go. He had a serve earlier in the match that barely even made it to the net. Almost hit his teammate James Shaw in the back of the head. He responds there with a service ace, and that prompts a timeout from the other bench this time, Chris McGowan. As the Cardinal back within 4 now. 17-7 MPSF record this season for Stanford, and the runner-up to BYU. As the Cougars have won in 2 years in a row the regular season and tournament championship, and swept Stanford in the last outing, but before that a 3-2 victory and a 3-1 victory. In all 3 matches, though, they have all been very close, even in the sweep. Stanford and BYU going the limit in each set. No blowouts, so don't expect anything different here in the semifinal round between these two teams, very familiar with each other. So far here in this third set, like I mentioned, errors have haunted the Cardinal. 5 errors, only 7 kills on 21 attempts. After hitting 679 in that first set, 1 attack error only, 20 kills. Since Stanford not even hitting 100 in the 2 combined, averaging out the second and third, just under 100. BYU so far, offensively, 9 kills, only 1 attack error here in this third frame. Back underway out of the timeout. Sander will start things off by hitting it too strong. Cardinal 3 straight and within 3. Rare attack error from Sander. Looking for his 16th kill, but instead gets his 3rd error. Irvin sends it over. Tim Dobbert on the kill. Stops that 3-point spurt by Stanford. Back to a 4-point lead for the Cougars. Shaw back past the Mahalski. Shaw goes left side. Rays can't handle the attack from Brian Cook. Just a 3-point advantage for the Cougars again. Sakaida comes back in, 5'10" senior from Hawaii. And to serve again. Rays keeps it alive off the serve. Sander can't get the kill to go. That one falls past Rivera on the back row. And the Cardinal now within just 2. Closest it has been since it was 8-6. Nice dig out of the back row by Irvin. That sets up an attack from Cook. Kept alive. Just a left-hand touch over by Dauber. That one almost hit center scoreboard. That one too hot to handle on the back row. Sutton ends up on his backside as the Cardinals on the upswing now. Cardinal within 1 as we have a timeout. 17-16. Things are really heating up here in the third set. Would you expect anything else? We'll take a quick break here on NCAA.com. Cougars and Cardinal heating up in the third set. 3 straight for the Cardinal to pull within 1 of the Cougars here in set number 3. We are even 1 set apiece. Sakaida back to serve for Stanford again. Looking to even things up here at 17 apiece in the third set. And the BYU timeout. They go to Sander, net violation called on Brian Cook. Coach Costi talking with the down official. 2-point lead for the Cougars. Sander back to serve. Shaw back to Mahalski. Off Reyes on the back line. Back within one is Stanford.
James Shaw to serve.
Shaw back to serve. Cougars looking for a side out, trying to keep the lead. Sutton, quick set, dug out of the back row by Irvin. Sander denied at the net. They did call him over the net. I believe they got Haley over the net as they called it on.
Michael Hatch to serve.
Back to a 2-point advantage for the Cougars. Hatch serves it over. Triple block up front. They gave the point to BYU. The up official did. Stanford was still playing like it was a live ball. The entire bench, all the players, and Coach Costi talking with the down official. And they're going to replay it. Sander right now is telling the up official it was the 4th hit. Now the down official talking with the up official, making sure they're on the same page. Right now, they are going to replay the point. That was last signal. We'll see if that holds. I think it is. As Coach McGowan not happy with the call. Nearly collapses, knees buckled when the down official told him the news. Or I guess the explanation. The replay of the point, so we'll do it all over again. That one, no doubt, hit the ground this time for the Cardinals. Getting the point and the favor there, back within one. Cook back to serve. Ever since it was 1-0, Stanford, the Cardinal, trailing the entire way. And knot things up. Excellent dig by Delgado to keep it alive, but Stanford couldn't get it back over the net. Sander with another kill. Dauber back to serve for the Cougars. Stanford section getting loud. Service error.
For the Cardinal, number 11, Daniel Tillman, and number 17, Madison Hayden.
For the second time this evening,
And Spencer Hayden.
Madison Hayden will come in to serve for the Cardinal. Last time he had a service error, this time gets it over. Cook with an absolute heater. A facial for Robbie Sutton. Excuse me, that was Tim Dauber. 16 in the back row. We are all tied up at 20 apiece. Double block set up front, denied Sander. Now double block. Cougars keeping it alive. They'll try the right side this time, and that swing is too strong. Oh, but no, the down official. The down official calling the Cardinal over the net. Or in the net, rather, was his call. Well, what a swing of emotions numerous times. The team's reacting to an initial call to see it switch back to the other team. In the case most recently, a replay of the point. So the Cougars with the 1-point advantage, as it looked like the Cardinal would be up 1. The excellent blocking up front. The official called them into the net. Here are the Cougars serving. Josue Reyes, 1-point lead. Kaminsky too strong on the attack. 2-point lead as Rivera steps back to serve. Has a service ace and an error so far this evening. Nearly gets to the ground with dugout. Kaminsky can't get it to the ground. Sanders attacks, just deflected off the block. As the Cougars with 3 straight. Coach McCown on the sideline, pumped up as well. Passionate coach, gets visibly excited, and both hands clenched there. Urging his team to close things out here, up by 3. That one just off the back line. Now the Cardinal looking for a run. Ill-timed service error from Michalski. And that will give BYU set point here in the 3rd set. Looking to take an advantage as the Cougars all set here at 1 apiece with the Cardinal in the first semifinal match. Cardinal get the point. Taylor Sander not happy with the call. He thought it was deflected. Still set point for the Cougars though with a 2-point cushion. Stanford trying to push to extra points. We're getting closer to capacity crowd here. Crowd has grown throughout. We're seeing a good one here, back and forth between these two MPSF squads. That one hits the line, and for the 2nd set in a row, we end on a Taylor Sander kill. 25-22. BYU takes a 2-1 lead with the exact same score of the 2nd set. 25-22. Set number 4 coming up next on NCAA.com. BYU takes set number 3 by the exact same score as they took set number 2. The Cougars take a 2-1 lead. Much better offensive set for the Cougars, hitting .342, 16 kills with 3 errors on 38 attempts. Sander has 20 on the evening, only 4 attack errors. He finished off the 2nd set with a kill and finished off this set with a kill, but some other love from other players. Reyes right there with 6 for Tim Daubert as well, and 5 for Devin Young. So they have plenty of options. Sander is the workhorse and the go-to, but still plenty of options across the board, but defensively has been just as big of a story for the Cougars. At the net, they have been excellent. 7.5 blocks. They have been good at the net all season long defensively. Number 3 team in the country. Team blocks per set at almost 3. Number 3 in the country behind Pacific and Ball State. So showing the well-rounded play because they had to depend on a little bit in the 2nd set. Only hitting 200 in that 2nd set. The defense really helped them out. So many weapons offensively and defensively for the Cougars. And a team trying to get back to the national championship match for the 2nd year in a row. Stanford hasn't been in the tournament since 2010, since they won it all. As Stanford starts off with a 1-0 lead here in the fourth set. Kaminsky back to serve. Wisconsin native. Side attack, thought that one might be going out, but played on the back row by Irvin. Kept alive, and the Cougars will win the point.
Taylor Sander to serve.
Sander back to serve now. 2 aces on the evening. That one was the third.
Taylor Sander.
One of the best in the country, one of the best in program history, especially at doing that. #1 all-time in service aces at BYU. And this year, #5 in the country and the nation. Joust at the net. 1. Tim Daubert, 6'10" frame, getting the point. Early lead here for BYU. They've pretty much been leading ever since the start of the second set. A dominating first set by Stanford. BYU came out completely different in that second set. Just getting out the jitters, just settling in that first set. Attack and kill for the Cardinal.
James Shaw to serve.
Shaw back to serve. Shaw setting it up, right side Mahalski. Dug out of the back row. Sander able to flex it through the block. Kept alive. A right side attack, dug out, overpass though. Shaw will control it. Left side swing, double block up front. I believe Tim Daubert got all of that. He had Hatch with him.
Michael Hatch to serve.
Cougars back up 2. Hatch back to serve. Swinging back the other way with Irvin.
Brian Cook to serve.
Laid back, Brian Cook back to serve. First team All-American. Rivera on the swing, and will get the kill. Rivera now with 7 kills. Back to 2-point lead for the Cougars. Daubert back to serve. Sails long. His 4th service error of the evening. Good night behind the line for him.
Spencer Healy to serve.
Just a freshman though, so the Cougars happy he'll be on the roster for many more years to come. As that one goes off the arms of James Shaw trying to dig it out. Cougars back to a 2-point lead. Rivera back to serve, had a big service ace late in that 3rd set. Dig out of the back row. Cook finishes it off with an assist for Shaw. Now 38 for James Shaw. almost 11 assists per set. Just a sophomore. Side attack, Stanford with a touch over the block, and now a sneak with the left hand. James Shaw. They're all tied up at 6 apiece. Cardinal trying to take the lead for the first time in this set since they led 1-0. Right side swing, flexing through the block. There's Tim Daubert. Tried again. This time, Rivera touches it over. Excellent dig out by Delgado, laying out as that one falls out of bounds as Delgado. Watch that one fall just inside the line. Got a little piece of the line as well. Devin Young now back to serve for BYU. Sander with 21 kills. Match high. BYU. Dug out, and that one looks like it's going to fall well out of bounds on the opposite side of the net. Stephen Irvin with a kill. Second team All-American will step back to serve now. Back at a tie ball game. Here in this third set, the first semifinal match in Chicago, Illinois. New champion will be crowned this year. UC Irvine. Champion the past 2 seasons, not in the tournament this year. Kaminsky on the attack and another assist for Shaw. He now has 40 assists. Kaminsky just his second kill. Kaminsky has been active at the net. 3 block assists. Kaminsky with a nice serve, but then can't handle the attack from the Cougars on the back row. John Costi in his 8th year looking on. Trying to defeat BYU for the first time this season in 4 attempts. It's Sander with the service ace. Up 2 now are the Cougars. Sander with his 3rd service error, but has 4 aces along with that. James Shaw now stepping back to serve for Stanford. Facing elimination here in the semifinal round, down 2-1. Delgado lays out the pancake, just got his hand underneath, and it pays off as Cook finishes it off on the left side. They're all knotted up at 10 apiece. See Delgado, excellent job to keep that off the wood. And Jalen Reyes said he couldn't handle it, just has to roll his eyes. Double-figure kills now for Brian Cook, though, for Stanford. After a slow first set, only 1 kill. Sander. Too strong for James Shaw to handle. BYU back up. Michael Hatch back to serve. Stanford hoping for a side out here to even things back up and try to control the lead, and service error. So we They are tied once again, this time at 11. Cook set to serve. The senior trying to prevent his career at Stanford from ending. Double block set up at the net. Haley and Irvin. And a quick timeout from the Cougars. A 1-point advantage for Stanford. First lead since it was 0-1 in favor of the Cardinal early on in this fourth set. We'll step aside for just a moment. Be right back here on NCAA.com. Stanford with the lead here in the fourth set, albeit a small one, 12-11. As BYU took a timeout, and the Cardinal coming back out to serve here, looking to extend the lead. First lead since they had a 1-0 lead here in this fourth set of action in the third set. They had a 1-0 lead, then trailed the entire rest of the third set and lost it. But playing from behind a lot. As the Cougars not back up. The Cardinal trying to even up this match and push to a 5-setter. Shaw to Cook. Stanford taking the lead back. Spencer Haley shredding back to serve. Looking for a 2-point cushion. Now at the net and a block up front, Stephen Irvin. 2-point lead now. Sander with a high swing. Cardinal called in the net. Kaminsky trying to state his case, but to no avail. Cougars back with the serve. Josue Rivera. Block up front. Devin Young, the solo, right in the middle of the net. That's good enough for a second look. All over it. Young now with 5 block assists, solo block, and 4 assists, so that's now 2 solos. Thunder to the ground. Kaminsky. Stanford back in front by just 1 as we trade points back and forth. Stanford up against the ropes. Down 2-1 here in the semifinal match, looking to even things up. All tied at 15. Daubert with the kill. That's his 7th.
Devin Young to serve.
Shaw left side, and just pushed past the block by Irvin. And Sander just dumps it over the block. Cougars back in front. Another kill for Sander. It's 22. And a timeout this time from Stanford. BYU back in front, 16-15. We'll step aside for just a moment. More of the fourth set after this. Gentile Arena filling up, near capacity crowd expecting a sellout tonight. Many awaiting the home team Loyola in the next matchup, but we have a really good one going here in the first semifinal of the night. BYU and Stanford meeting for the 4th time this season. BYU's 3-0 on the year, and now up by 2 here in the 4th set. Looking to close out Stanford in 4 sets for the 2nd time this season. The Cardinal to battle back and push to a 5-set, a very tight-knit group. Stanford Cardinal, basically the entire team, all in the same fraternity together, living together. They're around each other a lot, and you hear Pretty much all the teams out here that make it to this level all have a very tight-knit group. They all get along. And Stanford now down by just one as Josue Rivera able to pick himself up off the ground. Took him a moment to do so, hitting the ground hard. He's gonna stay in. Probably gonna have to knock him out to actually take him out. In the semifinal match, he's not gonna go anywhere or pull himself out. He's all good to go. Stephen Irvin back to serve for Stanford, looking to tie things back up. Sutton goes right side. Daubert dug out of the back row by Irvin. Reyes on the back row keeps it alive. That one way too strong from Sander. All tied at 17. Stanford with two straight. Small contingent of Stanford fans standing up, showing their support, trying to help will this team back to an even 2-2 match. Good strong serve. Delgado digs it out. James Shaw with the point, sends it to the back corner. Boy, that is just so tough to stop. A 6'8" setter who can jump just as high as any blocker. Versatility he has. It's really unprecedented. And the response. Match evens it back up at 18 apiece this time. Back and forth we go, trading points. Championship level volleyball between two conference foes. Shaw, the assist to Kaminsky. Kaminsky out of the front row to the bench, and in comes Sakaida. Back pass to Sander, and that goes right through the hands of Mohalski. Go back and forth once again. It was 13-14, then BYU even things back up at 14 apiece. Since then, just trading points back and forth. It was a 2-point spurt by Stanford to tie it up at 17. Back and forth we go. That one nearly touches the ceiling. Excellent job to keep it up on both sides of the net. Reyes extending his body all the way out to keep it alive for the Cougars. And same thing from Mohalski on the back row. That's going to be into the net. Irvin showing his frustration. After all of that, he still had a chance to hit it over the net, but hit it into the net. And slapped the net on his follow-through in frustration, knowing that could have been a big point on a long rally back and forth. Instead, BYU takes the 1-0, or the 1-point lead, I should say, 20-19. As we have a timeout, we'll step aside for just a moment. An exciting fourth set coming back after the break. The most competitive set of the evening in this first semifinal match here in the fourth. Back and forth, trading points. Stanford up against the ropes, down 2-1. BYU with the 1-point lead now. And back to serve is Taylor Sander. He has 24 kills on the evening. 4 service aces, looking for a 5th here. Delgado digs it out. Mohalski denied at the net. Rivera in those highlighter yellow shoes, showing his emotion after the play. That solo block. 2-point advantage here for the Cougars. Shaw, cross-court pass off the block and out of bounds. A kill for Brian Cook. He has 13. Irvin leading all for the Cardinal with 15. Mahalski has 13. And just under 300 as a team. Nearly identical. 289, BYU 293. A lot of the stats very close, and competition between these two teams all year has been very close as Cook does it defensively with the solo block. And that's 2 in a row now for Stanford, and that prompts a BYU timeout. We are all tied at 21 apiece, and we'll keep it here on NCAA.com as this one begins to wind down here in the 4th set. The Cardinal bench over there that I mentioned earlier in the broadcast. The seniors on this team, the 5 seniors were in that recruiting class were all seniors in high school when Stanford won its last national championship. They hosted that year. A lot of the recruits were able to see them win. Kind of with that image in mind, the senior group wanted to lead this group back to the national championship tournament, not just the year, but to get to the championship match and win it all. Kind of been the mantra this season. Right now trailing 2-1. It has it all knotted up here in this 4th set at 21 apiece. Wouldn't have expected anything less between these two teams. They say you can never beat a team 3 times in one season, or it's very difficult to do so. Well, here we are in the 4th attempt. Can the Cougars do it, or will Stanford win for the first time over BYU this season? Really, the other ones don't matter at all at this point. This matters what you do from here on out. Assists for James Shaw. Bobby Sutton, 42 assists for the Cougars. And Shaw will step back for Stanford. Serve over, looking to take a lead. Sutton goes left side. Rivera with the kill. Had a big block a couple of points ago. And gets the kill there to stop the 2-point Stanford run. Last 2 sets went in favor of BYU, 25-22. Now we are at 22 apiece. Trying to tell the Stanford bench a little antsy over there to realize how important these last few points are to extend the season. Sutton hits it over, a bit of an overpass. There's a few of the Cardinal players believe what I heard from Stephen Irvin was his elbow's in the net, but don't want to speculate. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I thought he was telling the up official. And they're going to give the point to Stanford. Boy, what a big swing that is. Not much of an argument from the BYU side, Chris McGowan. Service error. All knotted up at 23 with the Cougars serving. Shaw left side. Irvin off the block but kept alive. Sander. No, kept alive in the back row by Cook. Legato. And the Cougars again, that time it falls. The attack from Devin Young. We are at match point. Sutton with his 44th assist, and it was a big one. BYU looking to get back to the national championship. The second straight time. That one falls in on the attack from Irvin. We are all knotted up. We're going to need extra points to decide this one. This is basically how the three previous meetings between these teams this year have gone. Very, very close sets, even in the sweep that BYU had. Back and forth battles. Sutton, back pass and off the block and out of bounds. Tim Dauber with the kill. Back to match point. And back to serve, Josue Rivera. One service ace, 2 errors this evening. And that's an error to tie things back up. 25 apiece. Although the fans that have kind of filled in the rest of Gentile Arena are mostly Loyola fans, everybody appreciating this great volleyball here in the fourth set. That one is long. Cardinal getting set point here now in the fourth, looking to extend the season to the fifth set here in the semifinal round. Mahalski to serve. Left side, go to your bread and butter. Sander flexing through the block there. 25 kills for him tonight. 26 apiece. No double contact called. Doesn't matter, Shaw takes care of it. Set point, back to the Cardinal. Just off the top of the net. And that one falls. Taylor Sander, another kill. Tied back up, now at 27. Coach McGowan communicating back with his server, Sutton. Took over as the setter after Tyler Heap suffered an injury. Kaminsky, a Wisconsin native, getting the score back in favor of the Cardinal for set point.
Kaminsky to serve. Set point, Cardinal.
Kaminsky back to serve. Set point a couple of times now for the Cardinal after stealing away the match points for BYU, and that one was in, a service ace. BYU dumbfounded, that one fell in. Nobody went after it, and we're going 5. 29-27. BYU and Stanford playing for the 4th time this season, and we will go 5 sets. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with the rest of this thrilling semifinal match right after this. Extra points needed to decide set number 4. Stanford battling back and winning the 4th set to push to a 5-setter. Boy, was that a battle back and forth towards the end. Stanford up against the wall with BYU having match point at 25-24, but pushing to extra points and having set point a couple times. Stanford finally able to take over in the set on the service ace from Kaminsky. There he is serving, just falling in there. A little bit of a momentum swing towards the end there Kaminsky has been visibly emotional all night long. And this team pushing to a 5-setter. They'll stay on the same sides here for the final frame. 257 attack percentage for Stanford in that fourth frame. 16 kills, 7 errors, 35 attempts. BYU hitting 288 on the evening, led by Taylor Sander with 26 kills. And we will start things off here in the fifth set, right where we ended the fourth set. Kaminsky back to serve. Both these teams looking for a spot in the national championship matches. Kaminsky with a service ace to start things off. Kaminsky into the net this time. It bounces back. One apiece to start things off here in the fifth set. Well, what a turnaround this would be for Stanford, and talk about redemption after losing 3 times. They can beat the Cougars in the fourth meeting in the most important location in the semifinals. Sweet revenge. And the Cougars, the double block up front, set up. 2-1, BYU takes the early lead. Sander back to serve. Chris McGowan said the best part of the tournament is the environment of competing hard, and both of these teams doing that here in the first semifinal. Back and forth we go. The entire fourth set was pretty much back and forth action, trading points. We start off doing the same here early on. The first set was all Stanford. Second set, all BYU. Third set was mostly BYU. Take a 2-1 lead, and then back and forth in the fourth. Shot off the service error there. But in the fourth, pretty much all back and forth. Need a few extra points to decide the winner. Flex through the block. Get live on the back row. Now Delgado send it up. Just inching over the net from Irvin. Rivera finishes that one off. Shaw is trying to keep it alive with the forearm. Gave it right back to him and put it down the second time. Back pass. Kept off the ground, but it goes into the stands, so the kill for Brian Cook. His team back within 1. Cardinal had won 13 straight going into the MPSF's championship and lost to BYU. Won the play-in game, and now looking to win the semifinal game. Get back to the national championship game. The first time since 2010. A high pass, but a good pass up to Irvin. Can't quite get it to the ground now. The Cougars and Delgado keeps it alive momentarily, but Cook can't keep it alive, and Sander will get the kill in the stat line for number 27. That's the way, baby. Chris McGowan exclaims. '13 runner-up, BYU. Up by 2 right now. Back to serve is Tim Taubert, the freshman from Germany. And to come over to the States to play volleyball and get an education. Doing both, and in a big-time match in his young career. As Cook comes up again, he has gotten better as this entire match has gone along. 1 kill only in the first set. He now has 15 kills here in set number 5. That one is too strong. Madison Hayden comes in just to serve in an error. Aggressive serving team is Stanford. Coach said they needed better serving and passing to be able to top BYU this time. Right now, anybody's match, but BYU with a 2-point advantage. Left side, flex through the block, but kept alive. Rivera laying out nicely. The Cardinal on the attack again. Mahalski on the right side with the kill. Into the net, Mahalski service error. After a 2-point lead for the Cougars. Seven with a nice serve. That was Devin Young back serving. Cook with another kill. Now 16. Leads the team on the season with 3.8 a set. And has gotten stronger, like I said, as the match has gone on. Pulls Stanford within 1. Sander, double block at the net. Blocked out of bounds, but he comes down, favoring his left leg. Has a brace on that left knee, and he comes down, favoring that as we switch sides. And he came down grimacing a bit. He'll have to cut his leg off to keep him off the court here. As the senior, one of the best in the nation, pretty much at doing anything, the all-around player. Stay in here after the timeout, I assume. He stretches it out, but we are at 8-6 here in the 5th set of action. Stanford took set number 1. BYU took the next 2. And in a gutsy performance, Stanford Cardinal edging out BYU in the 4th set to push to a 5th set. And here we are, basically where we started, almost tied and almost even between these two teams. And we played 1 5-setter between these two teams this season out of the 3 matches. And obviously BYU got the edge in that one. 3 kills so far for BYU on 8 attempts here in the 5th frame. No errors. Pretty close to perfect on the other side as well for Stanford with only 1 error on the sheet. 5 kills on 11 attempts. 16 kills for Brian Cook, 16 for Irvin, 15 for Mahalski. As the team hitting .311. Taylor Sander, 28 kills for BYU, leading the way. Rivera has 9, Daubert has 8, Young has 7, Match has 4, team hitting .293. Stanford with 10 total team blocks, BYU 14.5. The defense has been just as big as the offense for both of these teams on the well-balanced attack. 3rd best blocking team in the country are the Cougars. As we continue here in the 5th set, Cardinal going back within 1. Cook continues the offensive onslaught. 17 kills now. Almost with a double-double. 9 digs. Irvin does have a double-double with 11 digs. for Stanford. Can't pull that one out in play. Cougars back to a 2-point lead. Sander back to serve. Came down favoring that left leg before the timeout. The switch of sides, but he looks to be just fine again. Shook it off. Let's do the block. But Michael Hatch comes up favoring his left leg.
James Shaw to serve.
I believe it was more on his landing than when he went up. Conversing with him to see if he can continue to play here or not. 1-point lead for BYU. Joseph Grosh warming up on the sideline. Oh, and he did have contact from Michalski. Michalski had his foot right across the line there into the left foot of Hatch, and so Hatch will go to the bench. Boy, that is a tough way to go out here in the 5th set, but Michalski did make contact with him. You could clearly see it there. At the feel for Michael Hatch being taken out, basically not even by his doing. We'll see if they tape it up if he comes back out or not, but for the moment, Joseph Grosh, the freshman middle, stretching out over there on the sideline when we come back from the timeout, so we'll see if that has any sort of effect on this one, but 9-8 lead right now for the Cougars here in the 5th set of action. Trying to get back. Championship match, Cougars are. Runner-up last year. Both of these programs with titles, 3 for BYU, 2 for Stanford. 10-year anniversary of the last one for the Cougars, so it's been some time. As you see on the sideline, Hatch jumping around, so he might be coming back. We'll see coming out of the break what will happen, but you could tell right away he was in some pain. We'll see how much the adrenaline can carry him. He talks with his coaches. We get ready to go here. We'll close things out. And he will come back out. Michael Hatch shaking it off. A few players here coming up a little gimpy. All staying in this match. Not going to be yanked out in the semifinals with a match on the line. Excellent job to chase it down by Irvin. Cardinal keep it alive. See if the Cougars can do anything with it. Triple block up front. That one put down, and another collision. And once again, it's Michalski. This time he goes into Rivera, but Michalski, more importantly, gets the point for Stanford. 9-9. Good sportsmanship shown as he helped up Rivera as Rivera and took one to the thigh. As they both ran into each other right underneath the net. Shake off the Charlie horse. And press on, 9-9 here in the 5th set. Jump is just fine, but he is denied. Michalski once again. Stanford taking the 10-9 lead here in the 5th set, and they are pumped up. Boy, Michalski coming up big. Now a 1-point lead for Stanford, 10-9. We'll step away for just a moment and come right back with this 5th set thriller. Back to finish out the first semifinal match, 10-9 Stanford. Right now with a 1-point advantage. And we're down 2-1, even it up at 2 apiece now here in the 5th set with a slim margin. Shaw serves it over. Sander denied, triple block up front. I think Michalski got most of it. That's 2 blocks in a row for him. The Cardinal up 2. 3 losses against BYU this season. Looking for the one and most important win of the season right here. And off the block, but Shaw able to set it up. Delgado goes far side, pin to pin. Cook finishes it off. 3-point advantage. Chris McGowan pumping his fists. Trying to urge his team on from the sideline, but all he can do right now is stand back and watch. Service error for Shaw. Can't complain much about his play. 56 assists. The second service error, excuse me, his 6th service error. So that's about the only thing you could really complain about, but he does so much all over. 3 block assists, 5 kills. Now coming in is Matt Underwood to serve for BYU. Switching it up with Underwood coming in to serve now. Mahalski with a strong attack, but Rivera kept it alive. Underwood did as well. That one blocked. And the Cougars get the point. BYU trying to fight back. Within 1 again, and Stanford will take a timeout. And we'll step aside as well. 1-point match going here down the stretch. 12-11 Stanford with a 1-point lead here in the 5th set. Winner to the championship match on Saturday night. BYU with the serve. Matt Underwood, a sophomore from San Diego, California, sends it over. Dangerous pass, almost an overpass. Shaw keeps it alive, and Mahalski on the other side of the court hammers it home. The Cardinal just 2 points away. Going back to the championship match for the first time since 2010 when they won it all. Brian Cook back to serve. First team All-American. Would love to have a service ace here. Off the block, kept alive in the back row. Rivera can't handle it. And here we go. Stanford, match point, up 3. 0-3 versus BYU this season. But it only takes 1 here in the semifinal match. Rivera on the attack, and he puts it down. Kill number 10 for Rivera. No match point here for Stanford. Daubert back to serve. Cougars trying to extend this 5th set. Good serve, dug out though by Delgado, and that's it. It ends on a Brian Cook kill. 4th time's the charm. 3 sets to 2. Stanford knocks off BYU for the first time in 4 attempts this season. The runner-up in the MPSF is moving on to the national championship match. The last time Stanford was there, they won it all in 2010. Valiant effort by BYU and an incredible match, but the Cougars will go home. They will not make their 2nd straight championship match appearance, and Stanford will indeed do that. They win the play-in game, and now they win the semifinal match, and now we'll await the winner of our next match. That is Loyola and Penn State coming up next on NCAA.com. For now, we'll take a break, and they set the clock. It's at 37 minutes. So I'd say in about 35 to 40 minutes, we'll be back on NCAA.com with the second semifinal match tonight. Kyle Binder signing off for now. We'll see you in a little bit for Loyola and Penn State.